1, Chase Jones.
And grants him a free pass. And now runners are on the corners here already as we get Drew Fitzpatrick to the plate.
Number 13 pitcher for the Wolves, Drew Fitzpatrick.
So the Wolves again top 10 ranked in the latest 4A polls. This has been the same team that has taken down in a doubleheader sweep over Waukee. And they've also had some other big wins along the way. A team that has found plenty of opportunities to win in several different instances. The runner taken off to second. It will be a stolen base credited to Chase Jones. As now there's runners on first and second here for the Wolves. And still, they're rocking it with nobody out at this point. That one gets shot up out of play. Cole Miller doing the pitching duties here for the Blue Jays. That one also gets fouled back. Here we go to a 1-2 count. And Miller, the leading strikeout man on this squad, 31 strikeouts, an ERA of .80. He has pitched 26 innings and has allowed just 19 hits and just 3 earned runs so far across his 2025 campaign. So the 2-2. And that one gets by, and now a run is headed on home. There will be no throw as all runners advance, and that means Eastman crosses for the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Wolves. And Fitzpatrick on the year, 51 total bases, batting a clip of .382. He does have 13 extra base hits on the year as he has driven in 25 runners and has a big chance to add to that mark here with a full count, a runner on third, and still nobody out. That one gets sent foul back. We keep it at 3-2. Again, this offense here for Northwest, we saw what they were capable of last year, really kind of high octane, and we saw the long ball at the state tournament last year, the last time we saw them. But we actually got to see them against North Polk early in the season, and they found ways, just like last year, just finding ways to win, multiple different facets. And of course, they have found low-scoring ways to win. They've won in shootouts. This is a team that's very versatile in their offensive pursuits. And that one too far in and low off the ankles. That will be ball 4. And now we have runners on the corners here. Still nobody out.
Number 3, Tanner Jackson.
And Tanner Jackson, Wartburg commit, is looking up, looking to do some damage here. Again, the home run leader of the last season, and of course, looking to be that here this season as we continue on through 2025. He already has 5 long balls in this season, and that's part of nearly 15 extra base hits on the year for him. Keeping the runner honest there at first. And we bring it inside in the field. Again, the field view brought to you by the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse in Galena, Illinois. Make sure to check out great food, great comfort, just a great experience. Head on over, check them out online, or just hit them up. They are on socials as well. Make sure you get your reservation in today. So it's 2-0 count. This Wolves squad, as we mentioned, as we have Coach Duve coming out on the mound here. This Wolf squad has kind of been through, again, the CIML always brings kind of a really strong schedule here for them. And again, as we'll go ahead and pull up their road so far, again, brought to you by the Batting Donut. Make sure to check out the Batting Donut online. 9 and 16 ounce varieties, sweeten your swing, only onto baseball bats though. And again, it's something that can help strengthen your swing, help your accuracy of the swing, and beyond. As you can see, they have been road warriors for the most part. And just 2 home games in their last 6 outings, but they have done it all. Sweep over Valley is kind of the big highlight of the past 6 outings. They've also taken down Centennial and Bishop Heelan in big wins there. Meanwhile, for the Blue Jays, they're looking to kind of end the recent skid. They've lost their last 2 games to Norwalk and Boone. And that was after defeating Carroll and splitting against ADM. So here we sit, the pitch, and that one's sent out of play. Fitzpatrick will have to head his way on back to first. But again, this is kind of that conversation that I don't think out of Coach DJ Duve is not going to be anything more than, hey, just kind of stand pat, hold your ground, let's get through this inning. Again, this is your top pitcher on the mound if you're the Blue Jays, as that one goes too far low, and we bring a 3-1 count to the table. Still nobody out. Blue Jays looking near double play depth. In the middle infield, corners in. We'll see what ends up going on. Tanner Jackson up at the plate, runner taken off, but he'll have a nice easy path there as Jackson will draw the 2nd consecutive walk of the inning. And now we have bases full of Wolves. And we continue on with still nobody out. Reed Miller stepping on up to the plate. We've said his name quite a bit over the last couple years, batting .342. Has driven in 13 with 10 extra base hits on the season and takes strike 1. The next pitch, that one is sent foul. So first batter that Miller has had the advantage in here anyway, so he gets the chance there as we continue to try and, at least the Blue Jays anyway, try and continue to get out of this inning here. The next pitch is foul back off, keeping them right there at a 2-strike count. Again, first pitcher's count that Miller has had so far in this game. And again, it is early, just the first inning here. But the Wolves have already struck for 1 run and had the bases loaded, and they've done so all without getting much interference there as we have just 1 down here in the inning. And now the look for Miller, and he'll fire, and that one goes away, and that will get away from him. Runner taken off to home. The tag applied a little too late, as Chase Jones will find his way to score run number 2 here for the Wolves. And now it's a 2-0 advantage here for Waukee Northwest.
The Wolves is number 4, Hayden Kitzman.
Now Kitzman up at the plate. He lays down a bunt attempt, a nice one at that. There's only going to be 1 play, and it's not going to be made. There is a throw over the third, and they got Fitzpatrick. So they weren't able to get the runner at first, but they did get the leading runner at third. And that's a heck of a way to get the out here. And now we're down to 2, with now runners at first and second. Now up at the plate, Trey Stapleton looking to get things rocking here. His first at-bat here of the game. Overall for him, he's had a pretty solid year in his own right. Batting .333, he has driven in 16. He has 22 total hits on the season. And now we go for a 1-1 count. Again, make sure to check out our bracket reveals. Again, all teams across the state know where they're headed. Caden Nissen and myself go down and break down our thoughts and more on each class, each sub-state bracket, and where we think, what do we think, and kind of the highlights of the matchups that we're looking at. And with the 1-2 count, that one swung on. They got to complete the play, though. Templeton heading to first, and the throw will get him. So they end up getting out of the inning, but not before a couple runs cross the plate here for the Wolves. Waukee Northwest up on top as we head into inning number 2 right after this here on the IA Baseball Network. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring League, but man, there's a whole lot of good that I want to talk to you about outside of what's happening on the fields, and that includes the batting donut. That's right here. The batting donut, I would urge anybody to check out. It is a really cool way to help improve your confidence and boost your energy, boost your endurance, all by slipping this onto your bat. That's it. And hey, look at that. You got sprinkles, you got everything. It's the whole package. And by the way, they come in pink as well. They come in 9 and 16 ounce versions. So go ahead and check that out as soon as you get the chance. A great way to help boost your swing and boost the confidence of your swing as well. So again, if you get the chance, hey, check out the Batting Donut and check them out at the Batting Donut online or hit them up at sweetenyourswing.com. And while you're there, let them know that IA Baseball sent you.
I remember personally when I was young watching the guys that were playing sports, basketball, football, wrestling, whatever it was, when they were in high school and just thinking, I mean, how great they were and just wanting to be like them when I was older. So yeah, we are definitely always role models for those younger kids, those middle schoolers.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pitcher battle here as Cole Miller gets started, and he gets rocking here for the Blue Jays. In our inside camera view, brought to you in part by the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse in Galena, Illinois. Make sure to check them out today. Miller so far, .229 average, 16 total bases, has driven in 6 across 11 hits. And meanwhile, he looks at a 2-0 count. Again, to the man on the mound in Fitzpatrick here, as that one is swung on. Hardy swing comes up empty, 2-1. Again, Fitzpatrick on the season, their leading strikeout thrower as well. 36 Ks across 22 innings pitched. And he has had teams flailing at a lot and missing a lot. 173 average. He has allowed just 8 earned runs across just 14 hits on the season. So the 3-1 count, and that one sails a bit high on him. And the first base runner for the Blue Jays is Cole Miller, as he will get on to first here via the walk. So a good start comparatively to the 1-2-3 they had in the last inning, as we get number 7, Hayden Bell, coming on the courtesy run here for the Blue Jays. And now we get up. Now Tyson Bain stepping on up to the plate here, trying to keep things rolling here for the Blue Jays. Bain, just a sophomore, 12 total bases on the year, and that one gets hit high. That one is out there into shallow right center field, and that will be camped under by Eastman as he'll catch that one for the out. First out of the inning here. And now they'll bring up Fenton Smith to the plate. The junior on the year, 262 average, has a pair of RBIs across his 11 hits on the season. I certainly would love to capitalize on their first base runner, but that one gets hit up high into right field. That one, as we bring it back into the mix here, is caught in right by Stapleton, and that will be 2 quick outs.
In the batter's box now for the Blue Jays is number 20, Will Potterbaum.
And now we get Will Potterbaum stepping on up to the plate here. Trying to keep things rolling here for the Blue Jays. The senior, 224 average on the year, 7 runs driven in, also 11 hits. And runner taken off. That throw will be airmailed, and that will not only allow the runner to be safe, but by a mile there, as again Sweeney has a strong arm, but just airmailed it there, and in the end, it's a stolen base credited here for the Blue Jays. And their first runner in scoring position, but there is a trade-off with 2 down. And the first pitch here, next pitch I should say, dives in for an 0-2 count. Potterbaum looking to try and get something rolling. There's a runner in scoring position. And again, last year, this is what this team did. That was their calling card. But as I say right now, unfortunately, that sets them down. Fitzpatrick's 3rd strikeout of the game will go 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the Blue Jays. As 1 hit doesn't bring across anything here. As 1 runner on, I should say, doesn't bring across anything for the Blue Jays. And now it is a chance to head on into the next half inning. And when we do, it will be 8, 9, and 1 coming on up here for the Wolves.
I remember personally when I was young watching the guys that were playing sports, basketball, football, wrestling, whatever it was, when they were in high school, and just thinking, I mean, how great they were, and just wanting to be like them when I was older. So yeah, we are definitely always role models for those younger kids, those middle schoolers.
Leading off for the Wolves in the bottom of the 2nd is number 6, Cam Rourke.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, inside the broadcast. Andrew Brown, as we get rocking here in the bottom of inning number 2. The Blue Jays up against the Wolves of Waukee Northwest. That one sent foul here, and Cam Rourke starts with first strike. Rourke on the season. Also, again, most of this squad, 1 through 9 in the lineup, having quite the season. 429 for Rourke on the year, 15 runs driven in. He sees a quick 0-2 hold to start. And that one's on the inside. Miller with a heck of a punch out, make it number 3 for him. And he finds the inside half to strike him out. And now Jonah Sweeney trying to step things up. The second leadoff man, if you will, getting the chance for his first at-bat here of the Prange Classic. Sweeney, 231 on the year, 15 runs or 15 total bases. That one's popped up, and a nice snag by Miller, and a heck of a play here. The Bondurant for our hurler, showing his athleticism. Heck of a play there, and sets down the number 9 hole man for the Wolves.
The Wolves is number 27, center fielder Andrew.
And now we get the top of the lineup once again for Waukee Northwest. Andrew Eastman, who doubled last time and later came around to score 1 of their 2 runs. Heck of a play, and now a 1-0 count here. Already 2 down. Some great defense here in the second inning for the Blue Jays. Bunt attempt taken away, but in the end called for a strike, 1-1. And this was a Blue Jay squad last year that had one of the better pitching staffs, especially in the conference, if not the rest of Class 3A. Then again, this every year is a little bit little different. You lose a little bit, but their pitching has kept them in a lot of games this year. Miller has been a big highlight of that as well. So the 1-2 count, and time will be called by Eastman. And Eastman's one of those prototypical leadoff guys. He finds a way on. Then they had 42 total bases on the season entering this game. He has 33 hits on the year, as that will even up the count now at 2-2. Now the look and the fire again. That one is roped into left center field, and that will be a quick pickup there by Ernst in center. But in the end, it will mean another base runner on to the pass for the Wolves, as Eastman gets his second hit in as many at-bats, bringing up Chase Jones to the plate.
Up now is number 1, Chase Jones.
They're still trying to rock it with 2 down here. Jones hit by pitch and later stole a base, came around to score in his last time up. And this Wolves squad looking to try and make it back-to-back state tournament trips. And again, that one gets away, and now Eastman's heading on over to second. The wild throw now puts him in scoring position and a chance to add more. Already 2 in the bottom half of inning number 1. Again, the Wolves tried to make it to the state tournament for the first back-to-back session for them. Made it in 2022 and, of course, last season. And now a look by Miller. He'll head on home. That's a nice pitch that caught the outside of the corner cleanly. 1-1 here, the count. Again, 2 state tournament trips on their entire existence here for the Northwest Wolves. That one is a slow chopper out to third. The pick and the fire across the diamond. Got him just in time. Bain with a heck of a throw gets the out, and no harm, no foul. Despite runners onto the base pass, there's nothing going on, and in the end, it remains a 2-0 ball game. We'll get the chance to give you what's coming on up next as we head into a brand new inning number 3, right after this. Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insolites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insolites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insolites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to insolites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, inside the broadcast booth. Andrew Brown giving you all the great stuff coming along here. So appreciate you coming on with me and joining. And got to give a shout out, Carter Lee, watching my brother over here in California. Let's go Blue Jays. And again, Parker Ernst. Again, getting the shout out there. So thanks, Carter, for giving the shout out to us here. And again, thanks for tuning in. As we, again, are from Sadell and Jim Gebhardt Field. And the Blue Jays stepping on up with Braden Dutton to the plate, trying to get their first official hit here in this one. A nice get-me-over breaker, but unable to catch the zone cleanly enough. We go, and we move the count to 1-2 now. Dutton the DH for the catcher and Max Simmons, but he'll be set down on strikes. Fourth of the game here for Fitzpatrick.
25, Blake Solers.
As Blake Soler is stepping on up to the plate for the first time here in this one. Soler's a junior, not a lot of action so far. This would officially be game number 4 on the season. His first official start of the 2025 campaign, and he takes a look at ball 1. So last inning, the Blue Jays were able to get their first runner onto the base pass. Now trying to add on to that here. It's a 2-0 count. And Fitzpatrick with the fire. Make it 3-0. Again, we'll make sure to have playoff coverage streamed live here on the IA Sports YouTube page. You'll be able to catch all that as we try and catch as many classes as we can, and the roads which lead to Carroll for 1A, 2A, and Sioux City for 3A and 4A. And that one gets fouled back here, and the 3-1 count draws full 3-2. And it'll take a little bit of time here. Coach Duvay having a quick conversation with his number 9 hole man, Blake Solers. Looking to avoid being back-to-back-to-back punch-outs here. Trying to get something rolling. They've had one base runner so far. Looking to try and add to that. They've got one down. A full count here to the number 9 hole man. The look and the fire. That one a little too high. Wisely lays off of that one. And the second base runner here for the Blue Jays is put on via the walk.
Up now for the Blue Jays is number 2, Jordan Ryle.
And now Jordan Ryle stepping on up to the plate. The leadoff man struck out his first time up, but would love the chance to get something rocking here. Ryle, a multi-sport athlete, rocked the quarterback position for the Blue Jays on the gridiron, but we've seen him here rock it on the mound and just have a strong arm himself. He sends that one foul for 0-1 count. Ryle on the year is doing what seniors do. Batting .375, 18 total bases. He has had 15 hits, driven in 7. Also has 12 walks on the year. Runner taken off from first, and a little bit of an exchange problem there from Sweeney behind the dish, and he doesn't get the throw off. Meanwhile, Solers will make his way via the stolen base at the second. And once again, onto the base pass, and in scoring position go the Blue Jays. That one is roped into center field, and that will be caught out there on the run from Eastman. Nice job to snag that one in time. As that definitely would have plated at least one. That would have plated the only runner onto the base pass. But in the end, Ryle set down on a line out to center field, bringing up Parker Ernst to the plate, also 0-1. Keep him honest over there at second. This Bondurant for our team has got some speed on 52 stolen bases on the year. That one's in there for the strike, and we start the at-bat 0-1. Again, the 2 runs of the game coming in the bottom half of the first here for the Waukee Northwest Wolves. That one, he knew he shouldn't have swung halfway through, but in the end, it's an 0-2 count. But the Wolves end up plating 2 in the bottom half of the first. Andrew Eastman and Chase Jones come across to score. And the nice slider is nicely in there, but a little too high. We go 1-2. I talked to Coach Heinen, and especially he loved how this pitching staff kind of battles through. He mentioned to us, they don't get thrown off too much by a single pitch, even a couple pitches. And as you can see there, ends up getting the swing through there. The half-hearted swing falls for strikeout number 5. And the Blue Jays are set down, once again, leaving a runner in scoring position. So no hits, no runs, but 1 runner left on base here for Bondurant Farrar. And now it's time to head to the bottom half of the inning, where we'll get the chance to see Fitzpatrick, Jackson, and Miller when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network. Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insolites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insolites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insolites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to insolites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We hit up now the bottom half of inning number 3, and it's Drew Fitzpatrick up first. And he has a 1-1 count as we continue to rock on here. A swing through, gets him 1-2. Fitzpatrick so far has walked and got thrown out, headed to third his last time up. It's been a fast start for the Wolves since then. Have cooled off just a little bit. That one gets sent high, and that is drifting toward the foul line. Coming on strong will be Smith as he'll capture the out. A big one at that. And it's a big out number 1 to bring up Tanner Jackson to the plate. A tough play at that. You're fighting the sun, you're fighting the heat, you're fighting pretty much anything. And if he lands onto the base paths, then you got Tanner Jackson, who already has 5 home runs on the season. He is very capable of leaving yard at any point. We saw him hit it out of River Bandit Stadium in Cedar Rapids last season at the state tournament. That time, though, it's a Major League pop-up that's not really going to go beyond the infield grass. Miller will camp out under it, and he'll capture out number 2. A big out, and that's one you can take a sigh of relief with, as now Reed Miller stepping on up to the plate. Last time up, a strikeout victim. And Miller looking to put up his first 1-2-3 inning here. That one is hit foul out of play. So the 1-1 with 2 down. Again, this is game 1 of the 4-game slate that we will have here today from Jim Gebhardt Field. Again, the Prange Classic is everywhere. Of course, at North Polk at both the turf and the grass fields. Heck of a turf field over there. And, of course, Ankeny Centennial. And, of course, tomorrow DCG will be in the mix as well. So plenty of locations if you want to go stop by, get some T-shirts, get some good food, have some fun catching all these teams in action. That one is struck center field. It goes, but it will come right down into the glove of Ernst as the fly ball will give the Blue Jays their first 1-2-3 inning defensively. As the flyout produces no hits, no runs, and no errors. Nothing happening for the Wolves in this half. It's time for the Blue Jays to try and answer when we come back. A brand new inning gives us Falscraft, Miller, and Bain when we return. Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insulites. The LED. Hey ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring League, but man, there's a whole lot of good that I want to talk to you about outside of what's happening on the fields, and that includes the batting donut. That's right here. The batting donut, I would urge anybody to check out. It is a really cool way to help improve your confidence and boost your energy, boost your endurance, all by slipping this onto your bat. That's it. And hey, look at that. You got sprinkles, you got everything. It's the whole package. And by the way, they come in pink as well. They come in 9 and 16 ounce versions. So go ahead and check that out as soon as you get the chance. A great way to help boost your swing and boost the confidence of your swing as well. So again, if you get the chance, hey, check out the Batting Donut and check them out at the Batting Donut online, or hit them up at sweetenorswing.com. And while you're there, let them know that IA Baseball sent you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, inside the broadcast. Andrew Brown here for IA Baseball as we get rocking and rolling now with a brand new inning, the fourth. And we lead it off here with Drake Falscraft, who is starting off 1-0. So far, he is 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the first inning. He sees a quick 2-0 count in his favor now. And the 2-0 delivery, that one gets sent back foul, and we go 2-1. And Falscraft on the year, we talked about him already, but the sophomore, 344, 13 total bases on the year. He's driven in 5, has walked once, and has 11 total hits. And that one gets hit high, and that will be out there in left field, playable, and Jackson will indeed capture that one. What looked really good off the bat ends up being gloved up by Jackson for out number 1.
Out now, number 9, Cole Miller.
Well, we'll bring up Cole Miller, who reached onto the base pass via a walk and stole a base his first time up. Would love to help out his own cause here, should he be able to connect. So far, he has represented the only leadoff batter to reach base here for the Blue Jays, as they try and get something going here. 0-2 the count. Now the delivery from Fitzpatrick tries to get him swinging up top, but it lays off that one. 1-0. Davenport Assumption will be up next in game number 2 here. Again, it will be, again, from this location. Again, several teams, as I should pause there, because that's a strikeout on the docket here for Fitzpatrick. He sets down his 6th of the game to bring up Tyson Bain to the plate once more. Bain 0 for 1, popped out to center in his first trip. Again, it's Bondurant, Farrar, and Davenport Assumption in game number 2, followed by Des Moines Roosevelt and Waukee Northwest. And then Davenport Assumption takes on Des Moines Roosevelt in the nightcap here Roughly 4:45 start time there. And really, it does depend on how these games kind of go about. In the end, it's all a lot of fun here at the Prange Classic. That one's in there for strike one. Again, today's action across Ankeny, Johnston, North Polk, and Ankeny Centennial, as well as right here at Sadell. That one swung on for the strike. 39 total teams in attendance across both of these days. 13 from 4A, 15 from Class 3A, 5 2A squads, and 6 1A squads battled it out today and tomorrow. The 2-2 delivery, that one sent high, but that'll be out of play. And the 2-2 with 2 out. Now the pitch. That one gets sent high, and what they thought might be playable out of play, and we remain at 2-2. Again, the timeline so far has been all Waukee Northwest scoring-wise in the bottom half of the first. Since then, we have gone scoreless for the last 2 innings. And Fitzpatrick looking to make it 3 for the Blue Jays. He's already sent down 2 via a flyout and a strikeout. The full count delivers, and that one gets hit high, and that will be playable in shallow left field. Coming on will be Jackson, and he'll manage to get the second out of the inning, or third out of the inning, excuse me, his second of the inning. And now that'll be a 1-2-3 defensively for the Wolves. Blue Jays set down once again without getting a runner onto the base pass, and we keep rocking. It's a 2-0 advantage here for the Wolves. And coming on when we come back will be Kitzman, Stapleton, and Rourke right after this here on the IA Baseball Network. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew. Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insulites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insulites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to Insulites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to Insulites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We get a pop out there into center field on the run, and backpedaling is Ernst, as that's allowed out early. As a quick couple pitches will send out number 1 their way. And so the fly out to center will bring up Trey Stapleton to the plate. So far has gone 0 for 1, trying to get back into this one. So the 2-0 count. That one a short chopper, but that'll be foul. We now draw at 2-1. Again, the Prange Classic has been around for quite some time, and they have done absolutely phenomenal work. It's always a great time when we get to have so many teams from really across the state here, all the way from Sioux City. And we have, again, Davenport, and of course beyond Algona, and a lot of teams that come here, participate, and make this such a great event. Again, it spans across both days. And we get the chance, we're blessed to have the chance to rock it here. That liner over there to short picked up Ryle with the long throw, but man, it was just enough to keep that one in the infield, let alone make the throw and connection on the other end. So it is officially Trey Stapleton's first hit of the ball game as he legs that one out to bring up Cam Rourke to the plate. Rourke potentially could lay down. He's a solid bunter, and in the end, he could be a guy that lays something down and, again, trying to get that runner over. Takes a look at strike one. Rourke on the air has a couple sacrifices under his belt. Again, batting .429 up to this point. 0 for 1 so far in this game. That one's sent back foul. We go to a 2-strike count, 0-2. Trying to keep him honest over there at first. Again, Stapleton, after his first hit of the season, would love to try and get something rolling onto the base pass. He has 3 stolen bases to his credit so far in the season. A 0-2 delivery. Tried to paint that outside corner. Miller, unfortunately, could not find it. We have a 1-2 count. Again, coming on up in the next outing, next game, will be the Blue Jays against the Knights of Davenport Assumption. And then Northwest will be back here in Game 3 as that one is swung on for the strikeout. And Waukee Northwest back here for Game 3. And then the nightcap will be Davenport Assumption and Des Moines Roosevelt. And we get a new batter up.
Now for the Wolves is number 16, Jack Hilgenberg.
Hilgenberg doing the duties to step on up in place of Jonah Sweeney. Meanwhile, that's the third strikeout of the day here for Miller on the mound. And Jack Hilgenberg looking to get his first chance here. Starts with a 1-0 count. And 2 down. And that one gets away from him just a bit. Stapleton cruises on his way to third. First trip onto the base pass, and he already finds himself just 1 stride away from home plate. That one makes it a 1-2 count. Yeah, it's been scoreless aside from the bottom half of the first. That one a rocket laced over there at first. Man, what a catch here. Nice play. And in the end, Potabom secures out number 3. The line out sets them down now. And despite a hit, nothing coming of it as they strand a man at third. It's still a 2-0 ball game when we return. Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor iabaseball.com. Please visit rdafn.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get top of inning number 5 and a shallow hit out there to third to pick fire. Nice quick play there from the Waukee Northwest defense here as Miller captures the out. Heck of a play there as Smith tried to leg it out, but unfortunately couldn't grab that one. Nice play as it kind of caught the grass and pretty much laid there. And now Will Pottebaum stepping on up. 0 for 1 so far in this one. Swings through that one here, and a hefty swing, but comes up just a little empty. Pottebaum looking to add on to what has been a pretty solid season for him as a senior. 224 average, 7 runs driven in. Would certainly like to start the spark here. The Blue Jays have had just 2 runners in scoring position all game so far. It's been tough sledding against Fitzpatrick on the mound. Again, the ace here for the Northwest Wolves pitching staff. A 1-2 delivery. That one, nice break to that slider. Finds its way in backdoor, and then that's how you set down out number 2. That marks the 7th strikeout of the game here for Fitzpatrick. Bringing up Braden Dutton to the plate. Dutton has also struck out in 1 plate appearance so far. Looking to try and get something rolling here. Looking to try and avoid the third 1-2-3 inning offensively for them, but he swings through that one for the strike. The next pitch he sees, that one's low, but swings through that one anyway, 1-2. Yeah, and this is a Blue Jay lineup we've seen be pretty impactful, and at most of the time it has been. You know, throughout this conference slate, they've had quite the run. Again, they took it to Carlisle, which is one of the better pitching teams, not only in the Raccoon River Conference, but really the entire state of Iowa. And we've mentioned as such several times. They have swept them. And meanwhile, they've also had wins over Gilbert and big wins all the way, including Des Moines Lincoln to start off the season, and Newton as well. So this is a team very capable of finding an offensive rhythm, but they have yet to find that here in Game 1 of the Prange Classic. And that one is swung on, and another strike onto the board, back-to-back, make it 8 on the day here for Fitzpatrick. And he has helped keep this one a 2-0 advantage here for the Wolves. Great pitching out of him, and it continues to be in favor of Waukee Northwest. And they'll get the chance in the next half inning to step up and add to their lead. And when we do come back, the top of the lineup, Eastman, Jones, and Fitzpatrick right after this.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew Eastman's kicking things off in the bottom half of inning number 5. Again, the broadcast brought to you by Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse in Galena, Illinois. Check them out today. Get a reservation. Have a fantastic time along with great, fantastic food. As, again, always a great time, always a fantastic outing. We start off with the Andrew Eastman, and he kicks things off by sending that one high into shallow center, and it will be Ernst to camp out under that for an easy out number 1.
On up Wolves number 1.
And now it brings up number 1, Chase Jones, who officially has been hit by a pitch, stolen base, and ground out to third.
Hi.
The,
Okay. I just don't want to screw anything up.
And that one is sent high into right field. The liner will find its way into the glove of Foxcroft, and that will be 2 quick outs. So fly out to center and a fly out to right brings up Drew Fitzpatrick to the plate. Fitzpatrick walked, made it to third, but couldn't score back in the first, and officially 0 for 1 with a pop out back in the third. That one too far low. We go starting off the at-bat 1-0. Fitzpatrick tried to help out his own cause here. And he shoots that one on an atom ball out there to Ryle. And he'll maybe shift a little bit to his left. But in the end, the second 1-2-3 inning defensively for the Blue Jays as the line out to short will wrap it up. And that's how we wrap up the 5th inning of play. So through 5, it's still a 2-0 ball game. It's still Waukee Northwest on top as we continue to roll on after this.
RDA Financial.
Sportsmanship starts with us.
As a student athlete, I need to model good behavior and represent my school appropriately.
That means respecting my teammates, coaches, opponents, the officials, and fans.
If I do that, so will others, and being a good sport becomes a way of life.
To all of Iowa's student athletes getting ready to compete, remember, sportsmanship starts with us.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to get rocking and rolling. It'll be the top of the 6th inning here as we get set. And for Bondurant Farrar, it'll be 9-1-2 to kick us off here. They're trying to get into the hit column as well as the run column here. They have yet unable to find a way to get that elusive hit. They've been onto the base pass. Only 2 runners in scoring position all game, and Drew Fitzpatrick has been a huge part of that. He has 8 strikeouts to this point. He hasn't allowed much offensively for the Blue Jays, and they're going to try and scrap back. But in the end, they're still within striking distance as Blake Solar stepping on up to the plate for the 2nd time. He walked back in the 3rd and later stole a base. He would like to secure something here and get something rolling. Swings through that one, though, for strike one. And the next pitch, too far inside it goes. We go 2-1 here, the count. So with a 2-1 advantage here, trying to roll. The Solars trying to get something going here, trying to get that started. And here's the next pitch. That finds the inside corner just enough to even it up now at 2 apiece. Again, the Blue Jays looking for their first hit of the ball game here. Trying to do so with the leadoff man, as that will be sent right up the middle, and a couple diving attempts there. No go by Jones and Rourke, and that's how it gets started right there. A leadoff single, their first leadoff single, first hit of the ball game. We'll put a runner onto the base pass, and now bring up the top of the lineup here in Jordan Ryle.
I don't know. I'll figure something out. Don't worry about it.
So as we continue to rock on, don't forget, we have more games coming up. We will have all from this location at Jim Gebhardt Field here in Sadell. Wonderful venue, great backdrop, and that one is in there for the strike here on the leadoff man in Jordan Ryle. Officially 0 for 2, struck out back in the first and had a deep fly out back in the third. Would love to try and get that continued ball rolling here. As pick-off attempt, no go there.
Oh, no, I'm right.
And again, with the runner on first, trying to, trying to get something rolling, trying to get something answered here. And that bunt attempt laid down. That's a perfect one, nicely placed. And in the end, he is out by a step. You saw Fitzpatrick mishandle that in the glove, almost lost the exchange entirely, but in the end collected himself enough, got the out, but in the end the job is done. Ryle with the sacrifice. He sends the runner over to second, and Parker Ernst steps on up to the plate with 1 down and a runner on second. So Ernst so far is looking for his first hit of the ball game. So far he is 0 for 2, pop out and a strikeout. And that one he sends off his ankle, it looks like. That's never a fun feeling as we go for 0-1 count. Again, make sure to get the chance. Come on over. If you can't catch it, if you can't get here in person, keep it right here. But if you get the chance, catch on over and grab some Brett Prange Classic T-shirts, $20, and one is yours. And of course, always goes to the great cause. And if you get the chance to, thank everybody who helps put this on. Sadell High School for bringing this location, as well as many others, including North Polk, Ankeny, DCG. Big thanks to all of them for being host sites for this Brett Prange Classic. And that one too far out of the zone. Here we even it up at 1 apiece. So again, coming on up after this game, it will be the Blue Jays to turn right back around and face the Knights of Davenport Assumption. A swing there, and no go. Parker Ernst now with a 1-2 count on him. Again, they picked up a hit in this inning and got a man over to second. Third time they've had a runner in scoring position all game. They'd love to capitalize on that, as they are, again, still within striking distance. That one shot right side, and that will do the job of advancing the runner, although you do give 2 outs to the project, though. So a runner on third, now a chance to bring in their first run of the game. And all that will fall on Drake Faltzgraf, who's coming in looking to get his first hit of the ball game.
On after the Blue Jays is number 24, Drake Faltzgraf.
Again, Faltzgraf has struck out and flown out, but would love to connect here. Should he be able to connect, it's easily a run coming on home if he finds the outfield grass. Right now, the empty count, trying to get something rolling. Already a hit in this inning. trying to add 2 here for the game. Slider finds its way back door for an 0-1 count. And the 0-1, again, Fitzpatrick looking to go the complete game here. That one on a slow chopper out there to short the pick, and a nice sidearm toss there from Jones. You can tell why he's one of the top shortstops in the state. He sets him down, and the threat is no go for the Blue Jays. Coach Duve and his squad still without a run on the board, although they did pick up a hit. And in the end, all for naught, as the 6-3 putout will officially end the threat and send us into the bottom half of the 6th inning, when we will see Jackson, Miller, and Kitzman coming on up after this right here on the IA Baseball Network.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back. The bottom half of inning number 6 is underway, and it's Tanner Jackson stepping things up here as he gets his 3rd at-bat here and starts it off with a 2-0 count. So again, the 2-0 here. Miller still on the mound. That one is laced into left field, and that one gets beyond the glove of Smith. That'll be at least 2. And coming on in with a stand-up double will be Tanner Jackson as he picks up the hit, and that will put a runner into scoring position. And Jackson will officially pick up his 16th extra base hit of the season as he stands on second base with a leadoff double. His first official hit in the game, and that gets things rolling here as now we move on to Reed Miller. Miller is 0 for 2, struck out in the first, flowed out in the third. That one goes for strike 1 there, so no go on a foul ball. A bunt attempt, it looked like. So here we go, 0-1. And this has been as close of a game, guys, as we really can get. These two teams, again, have never faced each other before. And that one, a hard bunt out there to first, or excuse me, out there to the mound, and nice play there by Miller, heads up. That one, a little bit of a rocket off of the bat, and Miller, all he had to do was take a couple steps forward, and a wise play to get there at third, as Jackson is cut down trying to head to third, and in the end, Reed Miller stands on first via the fielder's choice to bring up Caden Kitzman to the plate. So with 1 down, a chance to try and add a little bit more. That one sails outside the zone. Here we go, 1-0. So with a 1-0 count, again, the 2 runs so far in the game across both teams have come from the Wolves back in the bottom half of the first inning. Since then, it has been scoreless all the way. For the Wolves, they have ended up with 4 hits so far in the ballgame, make it 5 hits in the ballgame, 1 for the Blue Jays. The 1-0 count here. Miller still on the mound for Bondurant Farrar. That one's chopped left side. Pick and fire across the diamond. Heck of a throw, and he got him. Bain with a huge cannon out there at the hot corner, as that was right by the bag, and he had to get all of it and then some, and he ended up doing that for the 5-3 putout to bring up Trey Stapleton to the plate. And not only did it get the out, but he limited and just forced the runner to stay at second. So no advancement. And in the end, we have 2 down and a chance for the Blue Jays to try and get out of this one. Again, you gotta give credit to Coach Duve and his squad. His team has held what is a pretty strong scoring team in Northwest to just 2 runs on the day. Then again, this is a Wolves squad that has been known as we get the runner to head on over to third, as Miller stands on third with 2 down. Well, the one thing about this Waukee Northwest squad is they find a way to win the close games, right? They have found a way to do that. Most of their games have not been, they haven't had very many double-digit efforts on the season so far. They managed to find ways in any which variety to go ahead and capture the win. Again, on the year, they have just 5 games in which they have scored over 10 runs. So this is they keep it in their kind of field, right? They keep it in their wheelhouse, as Stapleton is sent onto the base pass for the second time via the walk. And now Cam Rourke stepping on up to the plate, or at least that we have a change, excuse me. And as I go ahead and bring that up, Grant McComas stepping on up will be the one to step on up. Number 21, Grant McComas is doing the stepping on up. It looks like anyway to do the pitching, to do the hitting duties right now, and really a chance, the best chance that they have had since early on in this game. Again, it was just the bottom half of the first. That's the last time we saw any runners cross the plate. And again, give a lot of credit to Duve and his squad. This is a Waukee Northwest team that knows how to hit the ball. And again, get big credit here to Miller on the mound. He has held this team, again, one minor blemish. As now McComas stepping on up to the plate.
Here comes little dude.
And again, we have runners on the corners. There are 2 down. And that one's fouled back. A strike 1 count here. Again, just 5 games this entire season has the Wolves ended up with over 10 runs. And again, they just can win those quick games. That's kind of been their big key overall on the season. And McComas, the senior, .314 average, 17 total bases on the year. Would love to connect here and add on to that. Stapleton will have some shifty footwork out there to find his way back onto second. And McComas is coming in for Cam Rourke, who has gone 0 for 2. A pair of strikeouts here. McComas looking to try and bring that runner home, but takes a look at strike 2 now, and we have a 1-2 count. Again, this is game 1 of the 4-game slate here. And also, you can check out what we're doing from Tall Anderson Field tomorrow. We will catch up on a quadrangular there, as it is Council Bluffs, Abraham Lincoln, Sioux City East. You have Glenwood in, as well as West Des Moines Valley into the mix. And we will be there again live from Tall Anderson Field to catch 3 of those games. We'll start off our coverage right around 1 o'clock for the opening. Again, there will be a game prior to that, but we will not be able to catch all the games there. But nonetheless, we get the final 3 battles, as that will again be from the University of Omaha's baseball field in Tall Anderson Field. We've been there last 3 years, and it's been a heck of one. Last year we got a lot of rain and ended up what was from a quadrangular to a doubleheader. And in the end, a strikeout there, number 4 on the day here for Miller. He sets him down, and that's how we wrap up the bottom half of the inning number 6. And now it's time for the tell-all, the do-or-die 7th. And we get Fitzpatrick once again coming out onto the mound to try and complete this one against the Blue Jays when we return.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IA Baseball.
Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insolites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insolites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insolites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to insolites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, inside the broadcast. Andrew Brown here, thankful to be with you, and thank you for tuning in. So far for the Wolves, their stat line looks like this: 2 runs off 5 hits, no errors, and 6 runners left on base. And as for the Bondurant for our Blue Jays, they're going to start things off in this top half of the 7th with a pitcher-pitcher battle here as Miller stepping on up. And now we even the count here at 1 apiece. Miller, one of the few Blue Jays to reach the base pass. Just 3 runners in scoring position all game. As that one swung on here for strike 2. The pitching for the Wolves have made teams, despite being within reach, feel like a 2-run lead is a mountain to climb. That one's sent back here to remain at 1-2. And again, we saw that early in the season against Southeast Polk. And they've also been able to do that all across the board. Waukee, Centennial, they've been able to manage to get some, just have the defense be stellar there. That one finds its way on in, and a nice bloop single keeps things rolling here for the Blue Jays. Miller, the second Blue Jay in this game with a leadoff trip to the base pass. That marks his first hit of the game. As Hayden Bell stepping on up to do the running duties for the Blue Jays. And now Tyson Bain back up to the plate, trying to continue on with nobody down, a runner on first, trying to get a rally going here. Down to their final 3 outs, and they got to put it all together if they want to come out of this one victorious. Bunt attempt, pop up, and no go. A nice attempt, but goes for naught. And in the end, strike 1 here. And Miller's hit marked just the 2nd of the ball game here for the Blue Jays. And he now puts a runner on first. A backdoor slider attempt goes for naught here in a 1-1 count. As we mentioned earlier, Fitzpatrick with a heck of a season on the mound. 36 strikeouts entering today's game. He has 8 up to this point. And along the way, batters hitting just 173 against him, has given up just 8 earned runs across 22 innings worth of action. Again, he is looking to go the complete 7 innings here to give him, again, another strong outing on the season. That would give him 29 innings under his belt. Just one pitcher so far, Berdovich, for the Wolves has over 30 innings on the season so far. And Fitzpatrick would have 29 at the end of this one should the score hold up. And Bain is set down for the 9th strikeout of the game here for Fitzpatrick, bringing up Fenton Smith to the plate. Smith 0 for 2, pop out and ground out. And we're going to have a quick meeting onto the mound. Not sure if we're going to get a new pitcher here in this one, but if we do, then it's truly based off a pitch count, because I don't know why when you get a guy that's ready to shut the door, why you would take him out aside from pitch count reasons. So it looks like this is just kind of a strategic conversation here on the mound. And it looks like Coach Heinen will leave it at that. Kind of how you're going to play it, what we're going to look like. And Coach Heinen, who now another year in as the head coach for the Wolves after coming on over from Urbandale, he is looking at a good, clean slate. His squad, after making the state tournament last year, and of course in 2022, which was their first season as a program. They are once again continuing on just a heck of a streak here. The 1-0 delivery, that one sent foul back, and we even it up at 1 apiece. The 1-1 count with 1 down and 1 runner on. A good swing, but unable to capture a hit there. Smith falls to 1-2 in the count. Blue Jays, who will be playing yet again on a quick turnaround in the next game against Assumption. They're looking to avoid that one too far inside, gets away a little bit, and we even it up at 2-2. That one sent foul back. The road ahead for Bondurant Farrar looks like this. Assumption up next, followed by 3 straight home battles. Ballard, Boone, and Knoxville in their next 3 outings. That's the road ahead. Brought to you by RDA Financial. Check them out today for all your financial means. The road ahead is very complicated, but not with RDA Financial. The 2-2 count. And that one sent high. That will be a little bit deeper out there for Jackson in left field, but he'll manage to camp out under it. And down to their last out of the game here go the Blue Jays. And that'll bring up Will Potabom to the plate, or at least his spot. In the end, we have a new batter. Declan Parks is stepping on up, number 35.
Declan Parks.
And he'll step on up with the chance to try and get something rolling here. The sophomore, not a lot of action, just his 4th game played in varsity action of the season. And he takes a look at ball 1. The 1-0 delivery, that sails a bit high. We go 2-0 the count. So 2-0 with 2 down. Fitzpatrick trying to go the distance here. He has not allowed very many runners onto the base pass. In fact, we've had just 3 in scoring position all game long. He has been pretty stellar on the mound for Coach Heinen. The 2-0 delivery sailing outside, and he has dropped it to a premier hitters count here, 3-0. And again, top half of the 7th, all 2 runs have come via the Wolves in the bottom half of the very first inning. That one gets him over for the strike, 3-1. So the inning started with a Cole Miller single, and then a strikeout and a flyout has put the Blue Jays 1 out away from dropping their 8th game of the season. And now the look to fire, a nice swing, but comes on up empty there, brings it full. So a great run here from Fitzpatrick. Went to a 3-0 count and has now brought it full, as the Wolves are just 1 strike away from picking up another win here in the campaign. The pitch and the swung on and strikeout. Count it, strikeout number 10, and double digits is what it takes to get the win here over the Blue Jays. So the Wolves pick up win number 22 on the season as they continue to march along, and they win Game 1 of the Prange Classic here from Sadell by a 2-0 margin. And so with that strikeout, again, 10 on the game here for Fitzpatrick. He's our player of the game, brought to you by Casmium Sports. Check out all the stats and everything that they can provide for you and your team. All you need to do is hit them up at Casmium Sports. Check them out on social media or head online, CasmiumSports.com. So we'll go ahead and give a recap here as we get our post-game coverage coming on up in just a bit. But we're going to take a quick break, regroup, and get back at it right after this here on the IA Baseball Network. Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insulites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insulites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to Insulites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to Insulites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, it is a 2-0 win for Waukee Northwest as they go ahead and capture the victory here in this one. And again, as we look at where both these teams are headed, Waukee Northwest picks up their 27th win on the season. Correction there, 27th win, or excuse me, no, 22nd. I was right, 22nd win on the season. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays fall to 10-8 overall in their 2025 campaign. And as we take a look at the road ahead once more for both these teams, Waukee Northwest will look like this. They battle Roosevelt in just a couple hours from now, and then they will be on the road at Urbandale to start off the next week, followed by 2 home battles against Ankeny and Johnston. Meanwhile, the road ahead for the Blue Jays, they will battle Assumption, well, right now, coming up in a bit. And then that'll be followed up by 3 home games to start next week. That'll start against Ballard, in which they lead that series 14-13, followed by a game against Boone, in which the Toradors lead that series 15-12, and then they'll battle Knoxville, trying to inch closer into that series that Knoxville leads 14-6. And again, this broadcast brought to you by the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse in Galena, Illinois. Make sure to check them out today by heading on over there, getting a reservation, and having a great time. LogCabinGreekSteakhouse.com. All right. with that, again, we have a new broadcast coming on up after this. It will be the Blue Jays once again getting the chance to battle. They will go up against Davenport Assumption in just a bit. We're going to get lineups and everything all set up, and then we'll have that all for you when we come back. A brand new broadcast, so stick it right here on the iSports YouTube page. We'll be back with a brand new game right after this.